We're looking at four titans of industry, four incredible innovators, and guess what? They are all temporarily on sale. So if you've been sitting on the sidelines waiting for that perfect signal to buy into the future, well, this might just be it. Let's break down the opportunity. Welcome to Value Vest Daily, where we analyze and find the best value and momentum investment opportunities. I want you to just think about this for a second. What if you could buy tomorrow's giants at today's discount? You know, the companies that are going to shape the next decade? That's exactly the opportunity we're exploring today. We are diving deep into four game changers that are currently flashing buy signals. We've got Robinhood, Arista Networks, Palantir, and HIMS and HERS. Each one of them is a leader in their field, and crucially, each one is presenting a pretty unique entry point right now. Okay, first up, let's talk about Robinhood, ticker HOOD. This is the company that's truly on a mission to democratize finance for all of us. So what's Robinhood's competitive edge? You know, its moat? It's all about their evolution into this financial super app. Their experience is so seamless, so engaging, that they've built this massive loyal user base. It creates incredibly high retention. I mean, they're making finance sticky, and that is powerful. And hey, the numbers totally back it up. We're talking 53% year-over-year revenue growth, a 40% jump in their premium gold subscriptions. And their tech edge? It's a proprietary AI that gives them millisecond trade execution. But check this out. Institutional ownership is over 76%. That tells you the big money, the major funds, they really believe in this long-term story. Now, when we look at the technicals, the picture gets really, really clear. The current price is trading below its 50-day moving average. That signals the exact dip we're looking for. This could be a fantastic entry point before the stock maybe goes on to retest that $150 resistance zone. And this brings us to a key indicator, the RSI, or Relative Strength Index. At 34.5, it's signaling that the stock might be oversold. For traders, anything below 40 can be a huge sign that a stock is undervalued and it's due for a rebound. So, what does this all mean for an investor? This combination of strong fundamentals and a technical dip, let's translate this into what it could mean for your wallet. Okay, based on some pretty bullish price targets, a $10,000 investment today, it could potentially grow to over $20,000 in just 3 years. And if you look out 5 years, that could become more than $54,000. That's a potential upside of 445%. Wow. All right, let's move on to our next titan, Arista Networks, ticker ANET. Look, if AI is the revolution, Arista is literally building the essential infrastructure. They are the backbone. Arista's moat is just so powerful. The best way to think of it is as the nervous system for the AI data center. Their core software is so deeply integrated that these hyperscale clients, we're talking Microsoft and AWS, they're essentially locked in. It creates these massive switching costs. And the fundamentals, they're rock solid. 40% revenue growth, with half of that coming directly from the AI sector. Their tech is twice as efficient as their competitors in the cloud. And just look at that institutional ownership, a staggering 85%. That's a huge vote of confidence. The technical chart here shows an even bigger pullback than we saw with Robinhood. I mean, the price has fallen quite a bit below its recent averages, creating this wide gap to its previous $160 resistance zone. This is what you call a discount. And now look at this RSI at just 21.5. This isn't just an oversold territory. It is severely oversold. For a company this strong, powering the entire AI boom, this is a flashing red signal that just demands your attention. An intense buy signal like this is exactly what value investors dream of finding. So let's project out how this deep discount could translate into some serious future portfolio growth. The potential returns here are just extraordinary. That $10,000 investment could surge to nearly $56,000 in 3 years. And if you extend that to 5 years, the target suggests it could become over $76,000. That is a massive 661% potential upside. Just incredible. All right, on to our third company, a name that's basically synonymous with big data and AI, Palantir, ticker PLTR. Palantir's moat comes from its completely unique ontology technology. Now, this isn't just software. It literally creates a digital twin of a real-world organization, allowing their clients to make critical decisions 10 times faster. Once a company is on this platform, leaving is almost unthinkable. And they are expanding like crazy. Yeah, government contracts are their foundation, but look at that, 54% growth in the US commercial sector. Their new AI platform can integrate over 1,000 data sources in just a few hours. This is the big inflection point for their business. The technical setup here is a little bit different. Instead of a deep dive, what we're seeing is consolidation. The stock is holding strong above its long-term 200-day moving average, which creates a really solid base. This can be a very strategic entry point before the next leg up. And the RSI confirms this story. At 42.5, it's in what I'd call a neutral to buy zone. It's not deeply oversold, but it represents a healthy pullback in a strong uptrend. It's a chance to get in before that momentum potentially picks right back up again. So with Palantir building this solid base for its next move, what does that future growth trajectory actually look like in real dollar terms for an investor who gets in right now? Well, the price targets are definitely compelling. A $10,000 investment has the potential to become $23,000 in 3 years. And over 5 years, as their commercial AI platform gets even more traction, that could grow to over $47,000. Not bad at all. Okay, finally, let's talk about our biggest disruptor of the day, HIMS and Hers Health, ticker HIMS. And this company is completely changing the healthcare game. Their moat is just brilliant. They are the fast lane for personalized healthcare. They built this trusted brand in some sensitive, often stigmatized health categories, and that has allowed them to build an incredible business with an 80% recurring revenue model. That's subscription money month after month. And the growth is just explosive. 49% year-over-year revenue, over 2 million subscribers, and, get this, institutional ownership is over 93%. That is just incredible. Their tech edge is a proprietary AI that allows for 95% accurate dosing, a true game changer that builds immense trust in telehealth. The technical chart here tells a pretty dramatic story. After their recent earnings report, the stock took a major hit, and it's now sitting right on a key support zone, way below its 50-day average. And this, my friends, presents our strongest signal yet. An RSI of 18.5 is in extreme oversold territory. This often means the market has had a massive overreaction, creating a significant discount on a fundamentally very strong company. This is probably the one you've been waiting for. What happens when you combine these extreme oversold conditions with absolutely explosive growth potential? The 5-year potential here is simply astounding. A $10,000 investment could become roughly $27,000 in 3 years. But over 5 years, that same investment could potentially reach $100,000. That is a 10x or a 900% potential return. Absolutely incredible. So let's bring it all together. Let's look at the collective opportunity these 4 amazing titans represent when you put them side by side. I mean, looking at all 4 together really highlights the power of this strategy. We're seeing potential 5-year upsides ranging from nearly 400% all the way up to a staggering 900%. These are the kinds of asymmetric opportunities that can literally define a portfolio. Of course, and it's so important to remember, this is not financial advice. All investment decisions should only be made after you conduct your own thorough research. Hey, if you got value from this breakdown today, please do us a favor and subscribe, like, and share ValueVest Daily. We bring you unbiased daily investment opportunities before you put your hard-earned money to work. And finally, I've got a question for you. Which 2 of these titans should go head-to-head in our next deep dive? I want to know your picks, so drop them in the comments below.